Hello.
Mm.
And what date is it?
Uh,
December the 7th?
no.
December the 8th? December the 8th, 2015, my video blog. Go on then, start asking me questions. We've not come prepared today, but we're just coming from the
Been
haircut.
out for a haircut.
And yeah, go on then, start asking me what.
So, what have you been doing lately? Long time no see.
What have I been doing? I did a tour, did we, October, November.
Very good tour.
It was good fun, yeah. The album's come out, I think. Maybe the album was already out, I don't know.
Top 5, top 3.
Top 3 what?
You went top 3.
Oh, did it? Yeah. It's some number.
Yeah, and you currently have a new single out, which is leaping up the charts like a salmon.
Well, it's been played a lot.
Yeah. It's very good. It's very good.
Can I put this on big screen? I don't like looking at that. So,
no, you look
I want to look at my own big head like that.
You look like Jimmy Sullivan.
Thank you. Didn't realise you had such a wide range. Yeah, so just stuff connected with the album. And this week is quite busy because we've been rehearsing with a band called the Shires to do the BBC Awards on Thursday.
Could be a surprise.
Huh?
Could be a surprise. Say no more.
It's not really a surprise.
So Thursday.
It's just difficult because we're having to segue songs from one to the other, and people will be confused. But you know, I think awards are for confusion, aren't they?
Yeah.
And as usual, we won't be getting one. And then we've got TFI on Friday. Then we've got a gig on Saturday
in
Manchester. And on Sunday morning, well, after the gig, we're going to have to go down to London on the tour bus, which will be good. And then Sunday morning, Sunday brunch, which I think I'll be a bit nervous about because again, it's putting me in an environment I'm not sure about, but it's only a kitchen, isn't it? It's like putting me in a garage, Sunday morning garage. I'll be the same. You know, like, yeah, here's some tools. I'll be like, God, leave me alone. It'd be good if there was people, middle-class people doing garage work, enthusing about nuts and bolts in the same way as they do about bloody mozzarella and whatever it is, a balsamic vinegar. And then I'm staying down in London, doing a bit of shopping for Christmas. Excited. And then and on Monday morning I've got the Matthew Wright show stuff, the Wright stuff.
That'll be Monday the 14th?
Yeah. I just said, yeah, I think it will be, yeah.
Yeah, you've been a busy, people just think you've been ignoring them, but you've been a busy little boy.
That I've been ignoring them, what have they been...
They've been saying all kinds of filthy things.
Talk
to me, Paul. Talk to me.
Well, yeah, well, having this week coming up, I've two things which have been important. Is one, I've been doing my Christmas shopping early, which is a very sensible thing to do. Because I was, especially in the beautiful South, you know, when I was at the sort of height of my drinking, Christmas shopping would be Christmas Eve, running around shops, but between pubs, you know, like pissed, running into like, I don't know, like Marks and Spencer's or wherever, and looking for stuff and losing it really. So it's really nice to have been able to do it all early. I sort of hated people who used to do it all early as well, do you know what I mean? He's like, what are you doing it early for? But I mean, I only started in December. But yeah, so I've got that out of the way.
Nice bit of shopping.
Yeah, I've still got stuff, special presents, you know,
to get. People in your life.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so, and also the second important thing, I've been watching Doctors, Emmerdale, and I'm a Celebrity. Yeah. I know it's crap, but...
What did you think of Tony Hadley? I liked him.
Yeah, he was alright.
He was gold. I wait to say that all day.
I just don't know what to say about that, really. He was alright. Yeah. And I liked Kieran Dyer the most.
Yes, I did too.
Yeah, thought he'd come across well. And the youth were well behaved. You know, the young ones, the two girls, Fern and Vicky, I thought were all right, you know. I thought there's you know, there's an element of snobbery in people, isn't there? But no, it was all right. And I thought Lady C was interesting, but yeah,
Not interesting.
yeah, there's things I could say which could probably get me in trouble actually.
Oh, say it.
With what I thought.
We could do a
I
big
thought
hit on
she
this
was.
bit,
Well,
yeah.
she's from Jamaica and she's from the ruling class, isn't she?
Exactly.
And I thought she was making a beeline and trying to get herself to black servants. That was my feelings.
But obviously,
And Chris
obviously
Eubanks and
that's in your
and
opinion.
Chris Eubanks and Kieran Dyer are two wise enough blokes to see through it. But I thought it was good that they protected her occasionally. But she didn't need protecting. She reminded me of what I'd be like at that age. But and I thought it was brilliant that Tony Hadley usually had a response, but he couldn't respond to the expression "chippy oik." You're just a chippy oik. Absolutely fantastic.
Football related news this week.
Yeah.
Sheffield United
Yeah.
from the
The lower leagues. Yeah.
the lower leagues
Yeah.
have got themselves a game against Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Yeah. That'd be good. Yeah.
Are you going to go?
I probably will go actually. Yeah.
Fran and Maisie.
I haven't been this season as well. It's bad. I've just sort of. It's got to the stage now with kids, is they don't really want to go unless it's a big match. And so when we played Tottenham last season, away and home, I took Maisie to the away one and Fran to the home one, because they wanted to go because they could tell their friends that we beat Tottenham if we beat. Because with Fran, it's all about schoolyard politics, and I know in about an hour's time she'll be arguing with all the Man United supporters in the playground, trying to say that United will beat them. So it's an important game for them. But yeah, my support's been terrible really since I think probably since the Ched Evans thing really.
Right, and also Cluffy.
And yeah, Cluffy as well. That took. I've nothing against Adkins at all, but it took the heart and soul out of it to me, because Nigel Clough, it was just, I know we had his critics and that, but he got us to the semi-final of the FA Cup. He got us to was it the semi-final of the semi-final of the League Cup.
You're the Sheffield United
and he got us into the playoffs in one season, and they sacked him. And that to me is bent. It's just sort of giving the job to somebody who's got experience of getting out of that division. I don't want to get out of that division. Division's sound. As long as they have a little cup run.
Yeah.
Even a goal at Old Trafford would be alright, wouldn't it?
A little goal.
Scored! That would be alright. That's just, yeah. But the ins and outs, the machinations of the ordinary season haven't changed, In fact, they're worse. We're 12th in the league or whatever, and we're second to bottom in the form. So, yeah, I don't understand. I've never seen the reason for change, even in my own job. Do you know what I mean? All this stuff about growth and you've got to go forward and you've got to be promoted and and the next single's got to be bigger and this and... Do you know what I mean? I've never understood it. I was fine trudging along in the slow lane, for most of my career.
They did call you Paul Ambitious Heaton in that school.
Yeah, well...
Always got ambitious.
That hurts. So what else have we got to talk about?
Musically, what's been tickling you? You've been listening to Pretty Morbid this morning.
I was listening to the Soul Savers this morning.
Morbid.
No, I've been listening. Actually, I went to see Chaz and Dave, who are obviously the Cockney Smiths, who are brilliant. They are the Cockney Smiths.
Right.
So I went to see them, and people will probably know the songs that I'm going to play. Hey, Halley's Comet, as they say. I always thought it's Halley's Comet. Yeah, a bit of Chaz and Dave. That sort of stuff. A bit of Action Bronson, which is not the same, which is...
Why you always all on my back?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's asking the question.
Why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta act like a bitch?
Bad word.
When I'm
He ruins it, doesn't he?
Answer the big question.
And then you go back to Bangers and Mash, Chaz and Dave. Bugsy Malone, the Manchester rapper. Barker Band, who supported us the night out. I like this song. Black Milk, another rap thing, just for the groove really. Down the charts. Dancing Years, but I don't know who it is singing. It sounds familiar, the voice, but nice voice. But a bit, I don't know how to describe it really. And last month, weirdly enough, I got into Jungle, just out of the blue.
Just for a celebrity started as well?
No, that was nothing to do with that Jungle. In fact, it wasn't last month, it would have been October's.
What, Jungle music?
Yeah, Jungle music, yeah. Let me think where I can...
I like this song, who's this?
That was Dancing Years, Here's to My Old Friends.
I like it as well.
So a bit of Jungle, Congo Natty, Nancy and Phoebe. Yeah, Jaws again. What else? Oh, Rob Bravery. Nice voice again. Come on, Rob.
Speak up on the road, your piece.
He reminds me a bit of Duke Special, who supported the Beautiful South once. But he doesn't sing in the Northern Irish accent. Yeah, so a varied amount of stuff.
Oh, musically, you're up for that.
Yeah.
We had a little discussion of your television.
Yeah.
What's going on in Emmerdale anyway? That's,
Emmerdale?
Yeah. I haven't seen it.
I can't tell you, you'd just be spellbound.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Books-wise, books-wise, I've been reading the John Peel book, Good Night and Good Riddance, which is really, really good. It's just amazing how many bands he supported and
Is that a biography
got
or
into.
an autobiography?
It's an autobiography written by somebody else.
Yeah.
It's more than that actually. It's different. It's not about his life at all.
Auto is by you.
It's about his programs.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's about his programs. Auto is by you, is it?
Auto is about
As in
yourself.
autonomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And biography is you write about someone else.
Alright.
Oh, one quick question. Someone's asked, what make of harmonica do you use? I've seen you've got them all there, so I thought I'd remember it.
Well,
Because you have to really. There we go. Ooh, it's a nice little case.
it is a nice little case. I think Johnny Wright bought me that.
Are they expensive harmonicas?
They are quite expensive. Depends what one you get. You can get a cheap one, but I wouldn't buy a very cheap one because they don't really make a noise.
Let's have a look.
What was I talking about? John Peel. It's a list of his programs, and he talks about the different music he's brought in. And on Netflix, I've just started watching Bloodline, and I've just finished Arnedal and a few other sort of Swedish type things. But Arnedal was brilliant. This one, I put an A on it, so it's covered up the thing, but it looks like as though it's a marine band one. Oh no, it's a Swan harmonica. Nice. I use Swan. I also use. What's that say? It's upside down anyway, isn't it? That's marine band, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's blues band. Probably similar. Oh, it's a Hona. I'm not very good at this, am I?
Do you use different harmonicas for different songs, or do you just turn up with the same harmonica and do the same thing?
Well, what's that? That's another Hona. These aren't the ones I use live are in that bag, so I'll go and get those because people are interested. I know it's only one person and they've probably fallen asleep already anyway. But where's that green bag? Is it over there? Yeah, it's over there. If you can pass that green bag. Yeah, well you have to use different keys, obviously, if the song is in a different key.
Like with Johnny and his guitar?
No, the green plastic Asda bag. Yeah. So you use different keys, and I'm not fussed as long as it's a sort of decent make. And a decent make would be probably Hona, Swan, or what's this other one? The German ones. What's this one? That's another Swan. I obviously use Swan. Oh. Yeah, that's Swan as well. So the two I use live are Swan harmonicas. I used to use just a normal Hona blues harp. But there's another type that's on the tip of my tongue, which I can't remember. But I don't use them anymore. Some of the really expensive ones. I used to use wooden ones, you know, with the wooden bits in between and soak them in water, and that would make it really sound very bluesy. But now I use metal ones. So yeah, that's the answer to that. And I haven't read any other books other than that really. No, but I'd recommend if somebody my age, my age or maybe younger or older, roughly my age, was into punk and even rock before it, or sort of post-punk or whatever you call it. If they're into any music like that, they'd love that book. So that's about it, really, isn't it?
That is about it. And tour dates for next year have been announced. So you sold out the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
I think it's just Stoke and Leeds.
Well, Leeds we've had to change from, because normally bands of our size only play the downstairs, but that sold out quite quickly, so we've opened the upstairs now. So,
nice one.
so it'll be, I think it's gone from like 6,900 to 10,000 or something.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be quite, it's going to be quite a big gig, and it sold really well. Leeds, I think it's sort of, Leeds is the sort of probably this bit of the centre of wherever a lot of the fans are from. And what other news was there? There's something else.
The Forest dates were announced.
Scarborough Open Air Festival, yeah, that should be good, because we shot the video for I Don't See Them in Scarborough, and that was really good. It was a good day. In fact, videos, interestingly enough, have gone from being videos always used to be a real pain in the arse in the beautiful south, and I don't know why, but they've gone from being crap to being fun, and I think it's because, weirdly enough, we used to spend a lot of money on videos. You know, they were just expensive. You know, I can't remember exactly how much, but say 50,000 or 80,000 or something like that. But the people working in the videos would often want you there at 6 o'clock, but you'd wait around for like 3 hours, and they'd all be under a lot of pressure, even though they were spending more money, to cut corners, and they'd be sort of ordering you about. Now, the people I work with, or more recently, probably the last maybe 15 years, so the last end of the beautiful south, and now we've spent less on it, and the people working on it should be under tighter schedule, but a lot more relaxed, and I think working with high-end people, they're very precious and very you know, we take the piss out of them all day because they'd be trying to get us to do things in a way that you don't ask a grown person to do. You know what I mean? You know, all this public school grabbing hold of you. You know, you stand there, young man, you stand there. I'll be like, do you have to sort of like, you know, like teachers do, you know, stand in line over there. So it's got a lot more pleasurable. And now we usually have a really good day. And if anybody looks closely, Johnny Lexus had a load of waiting round to do.
Oh,
in this, it's like what I call a Cub Scout hall where we shot the thingy bob, but it was owned by, you know, like young Marines or young sea cadets. That's it. Yeah. And he found the bar, didn't he? The bar that wasn't supposed to be open, and he just got sozzled. And although I don't drink anymore, I do like to drink by proxy, and it was really good fun in being pissed. It kept on. Very, very funny. So they've become a really good laugh now, videos. And the other one was good as well.
Both of the last two.
Yeah.
There was like a Northern Soul thing. Was that coming?
It's sort of a bit moddy and shit like that, yeah. I don't know, just the austerity one suited a sort of rude boy thing.
Yeah.
And I Don't See Them suited a sort of Northern Soul thing. And there's a crossover, isn't there, between those two, even though they're sort of quite different music, types of music. So the crossover was exploited, and yeah, we had a few scooter boys down there and a few really good Northern Soul dancers at both of them. You know, there was good dancers. So yeah, it was good fun. It's nice that that part of the job has become pleasurable, as has television. To be honest, television's become a lot better. So I'm rubbing my nose because I'm aware that although it's not high definition, you could see some snot coming out of it.
Oh Jesus, there is no snot.
Well, you never know, do you? There's one person, I know we don't have a lot of viewers, but there's going to be one person saying, I bet he's rubbing his nose. Look at the back of his hands, slow it down. Let's have a look, see if there's some snot on the back of his... Anyway, no, there isn't, but...
Just in case.
Clean! So yeah, and the television's become more pleasurable. Things like The Right Stuff you know, where I would go on television shows and talk.
Yeah.
I wasn't very good at just being myself. Do you know what I mean? Now I feel a bit more. Well, nobody's going to hurt an old man, are they? So anyway, I'm off to hospital. That's the news, isn't it? I'm off to hospital.
Yes,
And we're not talking about why we're going, because we're going to keep optimistic, and I'll see you after Christmas. Have a very, very nice Christmas.
Night. Bring your food items.
Oh yeah, you might see me Saturday night. Bring your food items and don't lob any cans on stage.
Unless you want to.
No, not cans. Me.
Wafer biscuits then.
Yeah, I don't mind people lobbing crisps
Mm.
or biscuits.
Oh, yeah,
They're not. The stuff is not for us, is it? But I don't want people throwing half a can of fucking beans at my head and knocking me out.
No, that's true.
Could be dangerous. I've got television the next morning. I'm not going to look good with a big scar and a print of a Heinz baked bean on the side of my head, am I?
No.
No. So think of my gorgeous looks,
Think ahead.
please.
Think ahead.
All right. Well, as I said, happy Christmas to all of you. See you soon. Bye bye.
Yeah, do you know how to pause it?
Stop recording.